I'm sitting here today with my niece, Whitney Constant, aka Ruthnie, aka Whitney Joslin, aka she has a lot of AKAs. This girl's famous in so many different worlds. And today she's going to tell us a little bit about her queer story. Yeah, her queer story.
Yes. So hi everyone. I am Ruth Whitney, the biotany lady. I have a lot of names as Kelli just introduced me as, so whatever floats your boat also floats my boat. Today I'm going to be talking about how I was basically accepted into the queer community. Kelli has a thing about her, I should say, where she is friend with everybody in New York, especially if you're queer. So then through her, I met all the LGBTQ plus of the great city of New York. There is a lot that I could say about the community. First of all, is that I feel like if I know you through Kelli, I'm gonna have a friend for life. Even if you pop in and out, I feel like I can always kind of, reach out at any time, and then I would have welcoming arms. That's something that I appreciate a lot, especially when I first came in. Yeah, so I apologize. See, even doing this right now is making me very nervous. So I apologize if I'm shaking a little bit or I'm looking away from the camera, signs that indicate that I might have social anxiety and other types of anxiety. That's because I'm very anxious. I'm very nervous. So I'm trying to, yes. So how did I come to the land of the free, home of the brave? Well, it started when I was, well, Kelli met my mom through my mom's ex-boss, who was this very quirky nurse practitioner. I didn't have a lot of interaction with him in my teenage years, but I knew that he was very eccentric. And I don't know why, but I love eccentric people. I can say that I have main character syndrome. So that also makes me a little bit eccentric. So, we got along. He's now not with us anymore. So may he rest in peace. I really wish that though that he saw me today, I feel like he would be very proud of me. But I do believe that, when you die, your soul is somewhere floating somewhere. So I think he's still watching over me. So, okay. So Kelli and my mom met through my mom's ex-boss, and she helped me when I was a little baby. But that's not how we actually met. How did we actually meet? Well, we met when there was an earthquake in Haiti. Not the recent one, but there was a bigger one in 2010 that happened. And, my family was among those who got, well, not killed, because they did get killed. They got killed, and then I was somehow, I don't know how, I still don't know how to explain it, but I'm still here. I don't know the reason behind it, but I'm here, I'm fighting, I got rescued after a few days, and that's how I met Kelli. I remember exactly what she was wearing. It's one of those memories that I don't know how to explain it, but I have some memories from when I was 5 years old. I have some from when I was 6 years old and on. But for some reason, I walk into the kitchen and I can't remember what I went in the kitchen for. So what Kelli was wearing that day is one of those memories I will never forget. She was wearing a black shirt and those khaki beige pants. And I remember she was walking around the hospital. It was a makeshift hospital in Haiti, so it was really hot and humid. But she was very flushed. I don't think it was from the heat. I think it was from all the pain and everything. There was bad energy in the room. And I remember she came and she stood in front of my bed, and she was looking very flushed, very blushed. Kelli blushes a lot. She's blushing right now because I'm pointing that she blushes. So she stood in front of my bed looking all tomato-y, no offense to you. And she had her hands here, and she was looking everywhere except me. She was not looking at me. I noticed that. But for some reason, I was very concerned about her, because I remember exactly what I was thinking. I said to myself, why is this white little unsupervised boy just running in the hospital? Where are his parents? I was so concerned for Kelli. I was just like, why, where are his parents? Is he lost? Let somebody do something. But I couldn't, because serious stuff was happening. Anyway, that's how I came to know her existence. How we met is something completely different. I don't remember exactly what she was wearing, but I know she was wearing like white beater. I don't know if she was like wearing the same pants. I don't remember that. But I know that you were wearing the white beaters, and I could see your tattoos, and I was just like, yeah, she is not white. You walk into my Bellevue hospital room, and it was the most amazing moment of my life, because I remember you bought me 5-piece chicken tenders with the Cajun fries. And then we had I think I had ketchup and hot sauce and then barbecue sauce.
From Popeyes. From Popeyes.
Now, I'm not going to diss Asian food, of course, but to someone who's never tasted Popeyes, like, and who's been given like Bellevue hospital food for the past month or so, like, this was the most amazing meal that I could have. And I remember being so excited over Popeyes chicken. And I think Kelli was just like, I know how to make her happy. I'm going to give her Popeye whenever I see her. And so that's what you did for the next few months. Every time she and Cheryl, I think the second person that I was introduced to, and I'm sorry if I get a little teary, like cry or something. I cry a lot. I'm an emotional person. Is Cheryl. And the thing is about Cheryl, like, I remember we didn't really talk a lot because I was both fascinated and scared of her. She had that demeanor that reminded me of like the Addams family, but like the lost member of the Addams family. But it's like this person, like, if you see them, you would think, oh my God, like, they're so unapproachable, whatever. But once you got to talk to them, you're like, oh, okay, I see why you're like that. Like, some people, they have like a humor and a type of personality that just does not go with everybody. And that was my impression. And the few times I interacted with her, that's what I got from her. And it's one of those things where it's like, you're mad at life, but there's nothing you can do, because I feel like she's one of those people, if she were here today, she was here today, we would vibe a lot. Like, I feel like she would understand a few things, because she basically saw me as a little seed being like planted in the heart of New York, and then like sprouting, like seeing me today. I feel like she's been like, yeah, you did great, dude. And I was like, yeah, I did. And you were there to witness the like craziness, because this woman got pulled into some crazy, bizarre stuff that she did not sign up for. And bless her soul for that. Like, she there was a shady organization lady, because in every movie, every TV show, and my life is a TV show, there's always the shady organization. So there was one, of course. And that lady wanted to do some stuff to my mother and I. But thank God I had Kelli in her crew. Among them was Cheryl. So Cheryl, if Kelli, I wrote it, if Kelli is like the main producer, Cheryl was like the head writer. She was like, no, we're going to erase this. We're going to put this here and there. And this does not work. This season, we're not going to do this. We're not going to that. I feel like that's her. I don't know. Like, that's how I describe people that I meet through Kelli, like their characters and the Kelli/Whitney verse. And that was Cheryl. She, like, her fashion choices, I feel like at that time I was going through a lot of stuff. And I apologize if I curse. And so I feel like I was like, when I saw her, I was like, she rocked those things that she's wearing. I feel like, I wonder if I can do those things. And so at some point, I think maybe junior and senior year, I started wearing like a lot of dark colors and a lot of skull related things. And because I was trying to like express myself, but I didn't know how. And so I got a lot of inspiration from her. I was just like, if she can do it, and she's so confident, I think I can do it too. And I did it. So that's one of the main person that I wish, was here today, me included. That's how I would describe Fairy Godmother. She basically came into my life, and then she was just like, we're gonna work with whatever it is that we have. We're gonna work with the little that's left of her. And she's been an amazing person. Like, even a few days ago, she put, I don't know how she does some of the things that she does, but she she's just like, just leave it to me, and then it gets done. And I'm just like, how did she do this? I don't understand how she does it. She just does stuff. She is a fairy. She's just not letting me know that she has powers. Just like, I'm convinced of it. But it's just one of those things, like when you're accepted and you're loved by someone like Kelli, and she trusts you enough and she loves you enough to like bring you around your people, I think life gets a little less miserable. So I think, things that I've learned from Kelli as well, has helped me into my practice as a nurse. It has, like, those life experiences that I have, like personally with members of the LGBTQ community, has kind of transposed into the care that I give people of that community, which is something that I noticed over the years. It's just like, to me, if you're a person, you're a person. It doesn't really matter like what your background is. If you come to me, I should be able to care for you without like judging that, because I've seen that in the medical community. I've seen people who go to medical school, nursing school, whatever school, and then they see, well, yeah, we're gonna give you care, we're gonna give you help, regardless of the background. And then you see how they treat some people compared to other people, and you're like, no, your bias is showing, sir. Fix yourself before you go into that patient, because they deserve the same kind of care that X and X and X are receiving. So, that's my little thing. I don't know if you have any questions. I know I talked a lot.
That was great. I mean, the idea that I somehow gave something to you you didn't give to me is, I guess that's, it's kind of ludicrous, because you've, like, it's been so amazing to see the world through your eyes the last 10 years, like to have this, like, I just felt like I got to see New York through your eyes, and it's been like amazing to me. And also, it's like one of those things where people want to give when they know somebody's having a hard time or needs, that's just like, that's mutual aid, right? And I remember, actually, I have this remembrance of, remember when I had surgery one time and then I didn't tell you I was having surgery because I didn't want to worry you, when you were an adult, I think. And you were like, you know what? If you don't call me and ask me for help, what does that mean? What does that mean you think of me? And I was like, oh, Whitney just called me on my shit. Whitney just called me on my shit. Uh, so it's been a mutual relationship, and even how your mom cooks for me, and like the holidays that we've spent together. And after Cheryl died, how, I don't know, I felt like you really like held her memory for me in a certain way that nobody else did. Like, you guys got each other. I remember Cheryl was like, you got to fucking get that girl a book. She cannot just watch Hannah Montana. Her brain is going to rot. I could still remember her saying that. Um, yeah. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for being willing to share